here we are, friends. Let's do this.
To anybody out there still listening, this will be our last transmission.
There comes a time in every man's life
And he has to stop looking up to his heroes and become one himself.
It doesn't matter who you voted for,
Or what kind of car you drive, or what the man on the news has to say.
just take a look around. This ain't the life we fought for.
Our world is under siege,
Our nation is in peril.
and our people are divided.
We've sacrificed too much for our freedom to let it slip away now. The world doesn't need more billionaires.
The world doesn't need more politicians. The world needs heroes. And you don't need X-ray vision, you don't need to fly, you don't need to look cool on the cover of a comic book. You just need to realize what you're made of. And you are the few. You are the strong.
You are the brave.
We just gotta know what we're made of.
Powerful.
It's not about cars. It's not about how much money we make. The world doesn't need another billionaire or politician. It needs heroes. Heroes that go beyond
That's right.
what Marvel puts out. Heroes
Yeah.
that understand the power of unity.
That's
wow,
right.
That's powerful.
Heroes who understand the kind of gifts that they have to work with. Heroes who knows what to
Truth.
use.
Truth.
How to use truth. How to use their God-given abilities to make a difference in the world.
Woo!
That's what we need. Yeah,
Wow,
man, so I
that was
really
powerful.
appreciate that. Powerful trailer once again in conjunction with Adam Cahoon. Yeah, man. Powerful. So we are so glad you guys are here
Oh,
once
when
again.
Tom says 9 a.m., that means Pacific time.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Thank you for that. So what do we have on our agenda today, right? So what do we have on our agenda today?
Okay, I see. So you got the digital copy, and
Mm-hmm.
in 15 minutes you can get the physical copy. Got it.
So, good to know.
We desperately need a Tom and Nova full-length movie. Listen, we all have a story, right? I know that now's not the time, but Tom's story is what drove him to where he's at now, preaching truth, living truth, rapping truth, right? So one day I'll share my story because I have one, and I know we all have a story. So I think it's just so important that as we listen to Tom's story, we look at our own story, and then we connect with Tom in light of our own story, because that's what it's all about. That's what he's trying to do. He said, we need heroes, not I'm trying to be the hero.
Yeah.
He said, what the world needs is heroes. So each one, teach one. Someone said that in one of our last streams. Each one, teach one, reach one.
Yes.
So he understands that concept so powerfully. Go Tom. Tom.
Amazing.
He's awesome.
Surely is. So, guys, so what do we have on our agenda today is the question of the day. If I may turn my screen over to you now. 1 second. So let me see. Who do we have with us? So we have about 60 people watching at this time. Okay. That's good to know. So all right. Let me see something here.
Hi, Paula. Who else is here? Caleb. Tom has a song called Heroes on the Us Against the World album that you vibe with. Love it. We'll have to take a listen. I heard someone say that they wanted me to react to a song, and I wanted to write it down. I don't even remember.
Which song was that?
I don't know. It's in the comments though. But if you're the one who said that you wanted to see me react to a video, comment again.
Be great.
Sending love from Kansas. Hey, Cal Reed. Brian. Angela.
Politically incorrect. Angela.
My Bricksters. Politically incorrect. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for
I'm
that.
going to text it to myself because I thought I would remember.
Politically incorrect. So, guys, what do we have on our agenda today? Let me see if I can share my screen with you here. So what we have here is, again, we can call this the Tom MacDonald Manifesto, if you want to say that. So the agenda, what does it include? Friends, we're definitely going to be spending time looking at some of Tom's MacDonald stuff. So there's really nothing other than that today. So we're going to be reacting on Tom MacDonald's music. So simple as that. So okay, so
Michael wants a shout out for his wife. Listen, I'm a girl, so I'm gonna shout out Miss Christine. Hello, Christine. That is for you from your husband. We give you a shout out today, all the way out from PA. Where are you guys at, Michael? I love that. I'm all about the wifey thing.
Yeah. I know about that.
Yeah, the wifey thing. Got it.
Michael, I hear it all the time, Michael. All the time.
I actually don't.
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys got some songs in here. We love you guys, too. Thank you, Andrew Lee, for your comment. Good morning, Appy Nona.
Yeah. I see you. Jelly Rolled, nothing left at all. Yeah. So we definitely have exposure on the list, by the way. So we have some more Jelly Roll that we're going to include in our live streams. Maybe not today. Next time we do a live stream, we can include different artists as well. So today we're going to make it about Tom MacDonald today. Yeah, Chuck, I did put a video out there that I felt like needed to be done, and I'm hoping that it did do the trick, kind of like correcting some views that people had and everything. So appreciate that, Chuck.
Indiana. Hi, Christine from Indiana. And Christopher Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Should check out Tom's Hang On video sometime if you haven't already. Much love, much respect to you as well. Where are you from, Chris? Thank you so much.
All right. We appreciate you, Christopher. Thank you once again for that. We'll keep you up there for a little. All right. Sounds good. So, guys, are you guys ready?
Started. I know. I feel like we're going slow right now.
No, I'm sorry. I'm still, as you can tell, I'm still doing some editing, fixing things here. So, we're going to begin with our Tom MacDonald manifesta.
I'm ready.
We're going to begin with No Lives Matter by Tom MacDonald. Okay, this was released on November 6, 2020. We reacted to this already, so we're not going to react. We're going to just use this as a baseline for our future reactions to the exposure, cancel, and maybe you guys can request and vote something for our last reaction here.
Hold on, Travis. So who's live? So are you saying Tom MacDonald and Alan Calhoun are live right now?
Are you kidding?
Wow, we are missing out.
We'd
understand if we dropped down to one viewer, which would be me.
Wow.
So where are they? They must be live on like their page.
Are they live on their actual?
Is there a way to pull that up?
I can pull that up right now.
Let's do it.
So you guys would like for us to just look at that? Is that something you want? If you guys want us to check it out live while they are on?
How can we're going to react to the man who's talking to us now. Come on, guys. That would be pretty cool.
So let me see if I can load that up. All right.
Oh, sorry. What did he say? The album is live. Oh, sorry.
The album is... Okay. Thank you for that.
I thought he was live. I'm like, wow.
Hey, that would be something else.
That would be amazing.
Okay. All right, guys. No Lives Matter. We're going to take a listen of this song here.
So we're just going to listen...
No reacting. We're gonna keep.
We've already reacted.
We're gonna keep those hands close to our chest here, okay? And we're gonna be like, I'm not clicking.
I'm not gonna click
the pause the button. So I promise. So we.
Where's Miss Jones? I know Miss Jones and someone else said, let the hook ride.
Yeah, the hook ride. All right, let's do that.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. Facts. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. Facts. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa. The things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs like, you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites, put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president, if you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us, it's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws to govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos, economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right, divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
So how many times do you guys listen to the song again and again and you're like, I don't remember hearing that last time. I wanted to react so many times, indoctrinating our generations to come. Mercy. And this is why, you know, it's so funny because I always call it Holy Spirit stuff when James and I have the same type of thinking. But I had said yesterday, I was like, I want to go on and tell people why I support Tom, because I understand he can be a little racy when it comes from a Christian mindset and those things where people might question, like, why are you doing this? Like, what is your motive behind promoting Tom, reacting to Tom, and talking about Tom? Which it's so funny that he actually did a video. And Chuck, you had made that comment about how you appreciated his video, because that's essentially what I was saying yesterday. I was saying that, and he said he did. I work in the morning, so I don't see all these videos he's putting out. Yeah. But
quickly, Bass, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Bass. We acknowledge you here. I don't know how old are you. You don't have to tell us, though. But we just want to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Bass.
God
angels
bless
for Bass.
You. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Put some angels in the chat. They have angel emojis,
by the way,
right?
Bass has been with us since the beginning of, Tom MacDonald transformation of the Look and Live YouTube page. So he's been a subscriber and he's been counseling me, talking to me. I've been reading your comment, Bass. I really appreciate the support that you've shown us here. So happy birthday, man. God bless you.
Congrats to all of you who got your orders. Thank you, Bass. Happy blessed birthday to you. Just like Tom has saved and revolutionized my life. I'm reading from Brian. You guys have also changed my life in many good ways, given me new ways to view things and Tom's music under a new light and a Christian lens. Well, God bless you. That's what I was saying. Essentially, like, we have kids, we have teenagers. We have children, a 4-year-old who said, oh, I think Daddy's listening to Tom. And then he's saying, Tom MacDonald in the bathroom. It was so funny. He's having his little moment in the bathroom and talking about Tom MacDonald. So you see that it's playing through our house.
He knows who Tom MacDonald is.
Yes, he said
he was quoting to my phone. He's like, oh, Tom MacDonald.
Yeah, like they're friends. Like, I said to him,
what do you know about Tom?
I said, Tom is Daddy's new best friend, right? And then he says, he just got this quiet look. I said, after you, of course. Like, you're Daddy's first best friend. He said, yeah. But it was just so funny. Because I'm like, Tom who? I was like, what you know about Tom? I didn't even know he was really, but he's home with him during the day sometimes, before pre-K. So anyways, though, and talking about why I support this and why I love reacting and why I jump onto these videos is simply because Tom MacDonald isn't going with mainstream media and filling our kids with garbage, isn't filling our souls with garbage. He is all about transforming the mindset and giving us the higher perspective, a higher thought process, an understanding of what it means to be free from when the world is trying to force you into a narrative and a way of thinking that's not for you. That's literally just it.
That's it.
He is taking people out of the norm and challenging them to think in a different way.
That's right.
And this is what I want for my kids. Could you imagine generations to come if we keep going in the way that we're going? Music about booties and cars and money. It's all self-centered, this and the division. What is the future generation going to look like? What is our current state going to be in 5 years? Look at how much and how quickly reality TV shows have taken over TV and just what's being put out and the news and everything. It's all just it's division. It's hateful. It's not anything that makes you want to grow and change and become a better you. And the stuff that does make you want to become a better you, it's all more so of distraction. Self-care day, self-hair day, money, cars. That's all distraction stuff. This is where you got to deal with the heart. That's what I loved about, what was that video that you just did?
Which one?
I listened to the song. I said I wasn't going to listen to it because I wanted to react to it.
Is it the withdrawals?
Withdrawals.
But quickly, Gia, we want to acknowledge you here once again. Thank you for the super chat. We love you too.
Tom has a message. Thank you, Bass. Birthday Bass. That's your name today.
Yeah, guys, you saw my reaction video through withdrawals. I gotta testify quickly.
There's the angels. Mike gave you some angels, Bass.
Yes. All right, Bass.
Chuck tried.
When I watched that video, Withdrawals by Tom MacDonald, I wasn't ready for this. I didn't check it out. And I thought, like, if you saw me in the beginning of the video, I was coming in with the mindset, okay, this is just gonna be another reaction video. You know, like, I was all elated and stuff, ready to, and then as I began to listen to the video, it, like, the level of emotion that was in there, intertwined with his experience in connecting to the fans, it hit me like a tons of brick, man. I was like, whoa.
Bass is 59 years old today.
Everything in me that I had to resist being emotional in front of the camera was stripped from me as I was listening to all my self-made measures of resisting emotional response was stripped from me. So I was like, oh man, Tom, you kill me right now. I can't take it anymore.
Thank you, Stephen or Stephen Henry. We appreciate your super chat. You didn't say anything though. Say something to us. Tell us where you're from. Tell us why you're here. Tell us what you love about Tom MacDonald, because that's what...
This is the time to might as well make the announcement, right?
I don't know what the announcement
Well, you started talking about what you like about Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe we can...
Like, we're not having a kid.
No.
That's what it felt like.
No, not that. No, not that kind of announcement. Let me slow that down real quick. Guys, we were thinking, and if you guys are willing to do that, right? We were thinking about featuring some of your testimonies live in this channel regarding your personal experience with Tom MacDonald.
Yes, that's what I was about to say before you cut me off.
Sorry.
Yes, I was about to say that's what we want. We want to. So that's what my whole point was. Thank you, John Eccles, for spreading the gospel of Jesus and Tom. I feel like they are more interconnected than Tom even knows.
Yeah.
Because the song, what's the next song we're going to do?
Oh, we're going to do the song, I think it's called Exposure or Cancel, one of them. So you guys.
So Tom has racy stuff, but don't we all? Like, if you really peel off us and we look into our lives and our hearts and we think out loud, we say out loud everything that we think, there's going to be some people who might say, I don't 100% sign on to that. We're looking at the core here, guys. Like my husband always says, let's get to the heart of it. What is the heart of what Tom MacDonald's doing? Yeah. Between the middle fingers, between a couple curse words, between all that, what is he really trying to put forth into society? That's not hypocrisy. That's just we're all in different phases and stages and shaving off and just at a different level of how we think about different things. When one person, because you have people who say, don't be fancy, but don't wear this and don't wear jewelry, but they're wearing like a $20,000 watch. So that's how they get there. Like, it's just like, there's such... I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but the long and short of it is that Tom MacDonald is bringing forth a message that I want my kids to grow up listening to. I want when my grandchildren and I want my friends' kids to listen to that.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
All right, Daniel.
Okay, we're taking too much time. Let's get to the music. Daniel, right? Thank you that we're in your top free, Stefan.
Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat. And once again, I want to acknowledge a comment here that was made. I was looking for that. Yeah, we have canceled today and we have exposure. Yeah, we're going to be looking at those two together today. Yes, Len Spencer. Thank you for being here from Utah. We are so glad you're here, my friend.
Daniel, tell us something about you. You said thank you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. We thank you for being with us. And Stefan, please watch together Gang Gang. It has Tom and Nova after it is home videos of them. Oh,
really?
Cool. I like that idea.
Wouldn't you like to check
The
that
message
out?
is unity. Thank you, Madame Red. I appreciate that. Sorry, we keep cutting each other off.
Thank you, guys. Guys, we are excited. I'm not sure if we've
Oh,
been...
wait, Caleb. Thank you for being real and honest. Christianity should never be worn as a cloak of perfection.
Hey,
No, there was only one who was perfect, only one who was capable, and this is what we're striving to walk in his image. But if we were all able to be perfect, would there not be 1,000 million trillion Jesuses out here?
Absolutely.
There's only one spotless, blameless, sinless.
That's right.
And this is just who we look up to. And I see in Tom's life that I think he's on to more than what he's sharing.
Yeah, he doesn't realize how much of...
And I look back at my own life
Stuff is
and
in
how
him here.
I just went through life and went through changes, and I started to look within myself, and it was just like my spiritual journey grew, and as it grew, there were different things, phases that I went
Would
through.
you like, guys, would you like for my wife to share her testimony of how she became a Christian?
One day.
One day, maybe
Yes.
live or maybe personal. It'll be great.
Yes.
You need to hear that. It is powerful. I'm gonna share mine because you guys asked me to share my testimony when I went from an agnostic mindset to a theist, a Christian mindset. Actually, that testimony is coming up soon. I'm working on that, so I'm thinking about putting it together. I'm gonna pull some pictures of the past. You know, I'm gonna dig a little bit too. So
Brian Ganther said, my testimony before Tom MacDonald, I was an alcoholic with many mental disorders. Now I've been working out for 5 years. No anxiety, depression, bipolar, or no sleeping disorders. This is
Wow.
what happens when you
This
start
is-
to
this
realize
is powerful.
the narrative that the world's trying to put in you, that
This
you
is
can't
powerful.
come out of it.
Wow.
So this is when he's talking about black people, or when he's talking about, he said Black Lives Matter is, what kind of movement did he say? He said it's a valuable movement.
valuable movement.
It has, it had a place of, that it's not a terrible thing. It's
Yeah.
not that we should be looking at
they
who is
usually
oppressed and
start
all
in a
those things.
positive though.
Yeah, it started in a positive light, but now this is what they're using. This is what they're using as bait to keep division.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, left and the right, the race wars. When it comes to Christianity versus non-Christianity, it's all about what he's about. Like someone said, I don't want to say who, but unity. It's all about unity. So. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yes, I would. Sorry, I didn't mean to clap so hard. I would love to give my testimony because my testimony is exactly what got me where I'm at today. The peace that I have, the joy that I have, is because of my testimony, and it's because of I had so many people pour into my life from different religions, different races, non-religious, from people who atheists. So it wasn't that got me to where I'm at today because God uses any and everybody to speak to our heart.
Yeah,
and if you're willing and
as you
listening
go
to
through your
hear,
different phases.
if you're willing and open to hear God speak to you, when you're open to hear that,
Powerful.
it's powerful. That you cannot help but be moved and motivated to see and to experience the peace that God has for you, which changes everything. It puts you on a whole nother viewpoint of life, a whole different perspective of life.
Right, that's
Okay,
right.
so I'm stop preaching. We
So,
gotta start.
by the way,
listening.
quickly, guys. Wow, the silver edition has sold out. I see.
What?
Wow. Okay, guys, quickly. Once again, we're going to share our testimonies, not today, in the future videos. I'm going to share mine personally with you. I'm going to do a 2-part testimonies where I share where I came from, like a little bit of my history, my background, and how I became a Christian, how I went from to Tom MacDonald mindset, not knowing what this God was. And I will tell you literally like what happened to me. And I'm also going to share with you guys why this brother here, as an ordained minister, as a black man, loves Tom MacDonald. And I'm gonna wanna hear from you. And I read the comments, I hear some of the things you're saying. If you don't mind, would you mind coming live with us on a Zoom call?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to show your face if you don't want to.
Can I interrupt you? I just love Christopher Robinson. Vulnerability is a powerful. I thought you would stop earlier. I don't mean to interrupt you. Vulnerability is a powerful tool that, not even a tool, it's a gift that you share with others. Thank you, Christopher Robinson. Was a needle-using meth junkie for 8 years or more. Been shot, prison, slept on the streets. Been clean for over 10 years.
Wow.
And if I missed any of your other testimonies, I mean, this is what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about, and this is what Tom's all about. And this is what he's saying. He said that he is here not for the purpose of just falling into what mainstream wants us to do and not being puppeted by others, but he's here to break chains and to bring light. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
I want to finish what I was saying quickly. Guys, I want your videos or a Zoom call where you can verbally articulate how Tom MacDonald has been an impact on your life. If you don't want to do either of that, email me your testimony. I will read it live with your name on that. Is that something you guys want to do? And I will gladly do that for you and show the world the impact that a man could have in the lives of people, and how we also could do so much with the talents that God has given us. So is that something you want to do? Videos, Zoom call, or you can email me your testimony and I will be glad to share that. Lisa.
Brian Ganther said, I also haven't had any need for meds for 5 years. I work out hard when I bump Tom MacDonald. I feel so independent and strong like Tom now. I used to be so weak. Powerful. Mike Bernhardt said, I was raised a Christian, but didn't feel the realness of his love until I was going through withdrawals from an opioid addiction of 12 years.
Wow.
I literally had to fight a demon, not metaphorically, but physically. Lisa Rooney, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you for having meaningful conversation. This is what the world needs more of. This is exactly what Tom's standing for. Because the only way to break what's being put in is to put something different in.
That's right.
So if we keep hearing the same thing over and over and over, it becomes our way of thinking. It becomes our perspective. It becomes our viewpoint. It becomes our worldview. So this is why I sign on to Tom MacDonald. Do I agree with everything anybody says in this world? I don't agree with everything he says.
I don't even agree with myself and everything.
True. I would have been a better one. But truly, thank you. Physically fought a demon until Jesus saved me. By Mike, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
You see, these are the type of testimonies we want to hear. Again, email me, guys. It's in the description below. jciltv@gmail.com. You want to type your testimony and have us read it to you? It would be nice if you could attach a picture of yourself with that as well. And we will read it live and talk about the impact that this man had on your life. We want to know stuff like that because this is very encouraging for us. And people needs to hear that. This is what the world needs now.
I just have another one here. It says, Daniel C. I have an atheist friend who is more morally grounded than most of any of my Christian friends.
That is a shame.
I would ask you, Daniel.
And that's a fact, too.
I would ask you, Daniel, to ask him if he'd be willing to share why he's atheist. And is he a Tom MacDonald fan? And if so, why? Like, I'd love to know more about him and even talk to him to get his viewpoint on life and why he is on that pathway, but yet so morally grounded. I mean, and you can give his testimony.
Powerful.
Yeah, so I guess we should get into it. 83 people are ready to hear some.
Wow.
So yeah, I was waking up at 3:33 every morning for 6 months prior to quitting. The demon was getting pissed at me. Go ahead, Mike. That's right.
Okay, Mike.
Madam Red, I'm nearly 14 years sober, suffered from anxiety and depression, suffer from anxiety and depression, need a light to shine in my dark days, found Tom. Through him I found Hog. I will never be alone again.
Wow.
Awesome. And that's
powerful.
That's what
Beautiful.
God gives us. I think I mentioned this verse last time. God said in his word, this is my scripture that I hold on to. Since you were precious in my sight, you have been honorable, and I have loved you. Therefore, I will give men for you and people for your life. The people for your life are the Tom MacDonalds of the world. Each other, how you guys are all interacting with each other and encouraging each other, how we're interacting with each other. God gives us people when we think we're at our lowest, when we can't be plucked out. It's like God's like, no.
Yeah.
You live in a fallen world. You live in a sinful world. You live in a world that has chosen the lie, right? The narrative that Tom MacDonald is fighting against. This is because people chose this. This is why the world's in the state it's in. It's not because God gave it to us.
All right.
But they chose that. And God said, even in the midst of that darkness, I will give you light bombs. I will. So awesome. Thank you all for your vulnerability. My testimony, the short of it is, I'll give you the short version because I love when people are vulnerable, and we'll move on then. So my biggest thing that happened to me that really had me in a rut in life was when I was 15. I had chosen to sneak out and go to a party with a friend, and from that was taken advantage of and then forced to be trafficked in New York. So taken from PA to New York to be trafficked. So that is a whole story in and of itself. I have given my testimony before, so I'm sure my husband can put the link up if anybody wants to hear it. But I
would like to hear it live.
Oh, absolutely, I can give it live.
So I mean, I'll be more glad just facilitating the chat room and things like that, but allowing my wife to tell you where she came from, and all that, and what's
And prior to that, my mom was in an abusive relationship with my father, and so I never had that man figure. So here I go, I sneak out. I'm a virgin. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I'm just naive. This naive girl from the suburbs.
Don't say too much.
Okay. Life got flipped right upside down. All right.
Don't say too much. You gotta wait for the whole.
I could see anyone who took advantage of me. Anyone. I could see my pimp, and I could totally hug them and say, like, "Have you found peace? Are you at peace?"
Yeah.
And be okay with that. And of course, there's so much to the story. But
so guys,
God is so good.
Are you ready for the second part of our discussion now?
Yes.